Hello, my loves. Welcome to today's reading. So today's reading is all about the feelings of the person who you had in mind the moment you clicked this video. So today we're going to have a look into what they feel about you. Also, I had a look at their circumstances under which you met and what is going to be happening next. So we had a little bit of everything here. A lot of you guys wanted me to be a bit more specific, want me to talk less and be very direct about the messages. So I tried to do this today. So hopefully, let's see how it worked for you guys. Let me know in the comment section below. But it's also shorter. So for a lot of you who just want to get your blessings, and we're all busy people. So for the people who want to get their blessings, be very specific, direct, and not spend too much time on it, this is the perfect video for you. But yeah, if you're new to this concept or to this channel of mine, the way it works is that you have a couple of piles, crystals, or any other item that I use to draw your attention to one of the groups, and then try to feel which of these crystals draws your attention the most. Now, what I recommend doing is not spending too much time looking at the physical looks of the stone. Of course, if that helps you, you can do that. But I recommend actually trying to feel which calls out to you in a most kind of weird way, in ticklish sensation perhaps, or in your chest, or you kind of feel just drawn, just your eyes just looking at the crystal. That could be then that crystal calls your attention. If you're drawn to more than one pile or crystals, it's fine. It means that it can be that that group has messages for your situation as well, or there's similar messages to what between the groups, which can also happen. If you're not drawn to any of those, it means that there is no messages probably that resonate with your situation at this point of time. So don't worry, I'm going to be making more videos of this sort. I really love doing this kind of relationship videos. So I'm sure there will be something that you can relate to in the future. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, once you have done choosing your crystal, you can go down to the comment section below or to the description box, and you will find the timestamps that correspond to each of the crystals. By clicking that, you're going to be redirected to that part of the video that talks about the specific crystal and your reading related to that, and learn all about your person's feelings. That's that, enough talk. Let's introduce the crystals. So we have group number 1 with the carnelian stone. We have group number 2 with the blue lace agate. We have group number 3 with the orange calcite. And we have group number 4 with the green aventurine. So as always, take all the time that you need. You can pause the video if you like to. And I'm going to go ahead and start with group number 1. Hello, group number 1. If you chose the carnelian stone here, then this is a reading about your, about what they feel, what the person you have in mind, whether that's friend, whether it's romantic interest or your family member, what they have in mind, what do they feel about you. So today we're shuffling camera. I reflected on the previous times, on the previous comments I received, and I'm going to try to be a little bit more specific. And also I'm going to say things as they are. So in any case, in a lot of readings, there can be different messages. We're going to just see and address them as they are. So no filter here. I don't know what's going to come. So let's just go with it. All right, so group number 1. What is the person they're thinking of? What does this person feel towards them? So we have the 5 of Wands first. Okay, this one attracts my attention. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh. And okay, then we have the 6 of Cups. Flipping in. Alright, so first thing first, what I feel about this person is that they're really conflicted. When the 5 of Wands comes into my readings, I feel like they're very conflicted. It could be either way that they're conflicted, they cannot make their mind, in terms of if you're asking about romantic interest, for instance, it could be that they're conflicted with all their options around them, for instance. That could be one thing. Others, it could be that this person, whether it's friend, family member, or romantic person, they're conflicted in terms of either with their time, they don't have enough time, or they could be just be all around the place, basically. But I do feel like it's a certain mix of feelings, as in they're very confused in certain sense, they're very busy, they cannot make their mind. That's how it feels like. They can't make their mind. At the same time, though, I'm looking at this 10 of Pentacles, and what it makes me think here, because the 10 of Pentacles is usually a very good card, and it could talk about prosperity, a very good abundance season. It also can come in family readings and show the side of more of a practical aspect of a family settlement. because when I'm looking at this card, it always makes me think about this fabulous settlement with a woman, the man here, or another woman, I don't know. But like it makes me feel like this home kind of vibe with a person, with the people, the family members around there. And then we have the Six of Cups. So it could be that there was a broken communication with this person, because the Six of Cups makes me think about even a sense of regret in this particular situation, like rosy memories, feeling good about you. So this person has a really good perception and idea of you. It's just they cannot make up their mind for some reason. So for a lot of you, it could be a love interest, for instance. And in this case, it could be that they're busy with their work. So for some of you, because it's a general reading, so take the blessings that resonate, they could be busy with their work, with their career. They could be working on kind of like being all over the place with their projects, basically. And yet they do have a small space, well, a small, big, it depends. But they have a space in their time when they think about you, they think about the feelings, the memories of you, for instance. Maybe for others, you could have known this person for a while. It could be a person from a childhood or teenagehood or some university years. So you might have known this person for quite a bit. And then this is why kind of like there's nostalgia of a sort feeling here. But let me see what else I feel here. But yeah, I do feel like they think very nicely of you. For others, this card could mean that they're just thinking very nicely of you. They want kind of like this, they feel this fulfillment when they are with you. But I don't feel that there is a very direct communication going on with this person. I don't see that there is a direct communication going. And I do feel like there's a lot of energies going on in this. So the conflicted energy does stay here still. I do feel it. Because we have wand energy, we have earth energy, we have cups energy, like literally all of... So there's like very diverse kind of mix of energies and interests I do feel here. So I do feel like it reflects, it talks about a lot of areas of the life. So I feel like either way they're conflicted with something. They have a lot in their mind. They might not be able to make up their mind perhaps towards you, or it could be that there is a broken communication between the two of you. Yet I do feel like there is some really nice memories that you guys share, or at the very least maybe some nice conversations, because this can indicate, as I said before, rosy memories, good feelings, or you might know this person for quite a bit, or it can be even as long as a childhood friend or something. But yeah, I do feel they're also focused on the career, or you are, or both of you are. I do feel like you're also busy with your own lives. That can be the message for others of you. All right, let's add a couple more cards. Maybe we'll see a bit more. And now we're gonna add you the energy oracle cards here and see what else group number one. Okay, just this one right away. Storm warning. Yeah, this conflicting energy is still there. I feel like this conflicting energy, and it came right underneath the Five of Wands. Just to mention, the way it works in my readings is that I'm intuitively sometimes placing it accordingly, and then I can see the connection between the cards. So in this case, I kind of decided to put it from this side. So if it came like underneath the Five of Wands, there is some sort of conflict. Either way they have less time for like either way they're innerly conflicted. Maybe they cannot make their mind about something, or they could be also outside circumstances that just make them, or both, depends. It obviously is once again a general reading. It resonates differently for people. Let me get you, because this oracle deck just keeps on asking my attention now. So I'm going to get you one more. We're going to put it right underneath the Ten of Pentacles, and maybe we can see more information about this. Now this talks to me. Poised. So that kind of fulfillment of a sort that I was feeling at some point, or that kind of like... So this could actually, as I said before, at some point, probably, I'm not sure, refer to you, as they feel like very happy and fulfilled being around you, in terms of like maybe you connect really well in a, like the time that you spend together feels like really poised and blissful. So it could be that. I do feel like this person has very good intentions towards you, in terms like they're very, or they have like a very good opinion of you. So they feel very nice around you, but at the same time, if you resonate so far with what's going on, so the message here, what I'm feeling is that you cannot understand why this person then is backing off so much. Perhaps there's not enough communication, or you feel like some sort of like misunderstanding ongoing. Like you see that kind of there is a connection, but at the same time there is none. Like you feel as this person is distant. I do feel like this mainly has to do with the fact that they have their own stuff in their head right now, and they have to take care of this on their own, because for everything there is a perfect time. And so if this connection is meant to be, it will be. But for the time being, what I'm saying is that this person has a very good opinion about you. They feel very good. Maybe the moments or the memories that you have together, they're really nice. They're poised. just an inner conflict or an outside conflict where there's like a lot happening in their life and they just have to take care of that first, whatever that those circumstances talk about. Now let's get you one more card and we're gonna have a look at what else can we see about this connection, about this person. I'm just gonna get this one. Beauty. All right, so here's the thing. This person might find you beautiful, or the memories, because underneath the memories that you share might be beautiful. Or if you've known this person for a really long while, like childhood potentially, because this card can also indicate childhood children, it could be that they kind of admire the person who you became, kind of like they see how you reflected through the years, and they really admire the person who you became throughout the years. They might have even seen how you've been before and now, and they just like admire how the progress that you've done on yourself in terms of your inner perhaps world or outside world. So I do think they feel attracted. With this beauty, I do feel like they feel attracted. If you're talking about a friend, it could be also an attraction in terms of like wanting to be friends, you want to be like next to one another, or they can simply just literally find your looks really attractive. But if there is a problem in the connection right now, the situation is, I think it's from their side that they just have a lot of inner conflict ongoing. I keep on repeating like a broken record, but that message is coming on strong here, like real strong. So yeah. Okay, let's get you one more card from this Spirit Animal Oracle, and we'll see a little bit. Actually, we'll see just any additional information. It's very open to interpretation, so everything that comes through here, I'm just going to read it based on my intuition at this point of time. So there's no specific settlement that you may have seen. I'm going really by the flow. So, group number one, what else can we see about the feelings of this person towards you? Maybe what they want to say or what they wish they could say. Co-create with spirit, crow spirit. Okay, and I'll get you one more from this oracle too. Co-create. This and that are true. Okay, so there is a couple of messages I'm getting from here, and this actually got a goosebumps when I got this card. So I will just refer to the one that strongest spoke to me. This and that are true. So for some of you, got again the goosebumps. Okay, so for some of you, it could be that, first of all, look at the number. It talks about partnership. So if you thought about a romantic interest, I do feel like this refers to the people who thought about romantic interest here. If you thought about them and you were wondering if you had some conclusions about them, some ideas, maybe like you felt that they are interested in you, for instance, but why is there no communication? So so either way, all of the things that you had in mind about them or you think about them could be true. So your intuition is truthful in this case. So whatever your intuition says about the situation, this card wants to confirm that it's most likely true. This and that are true. So this and that thought that you had about this connection are actually true. So if you had, for instance, let's say, as I said before, perhaps you analyzed the situations, you were like, your intuition was pushing towards the fact that maybe they have feelings, but there's just something off here. That's true. Maybe you were thinking, maybe it's not you, maybe it's them. That's true. Like basically, this makes me think that what your intuition is pushing you to understand and think could be potentially true, yes. Because also when I'm thinking about dolphins, it's a very intuitive, for me, like animal. Their intuition, their mentality, their intellect is what stands out to me in this animal. And the intuition here speaks out to me really strongly. With the co-create with spirit, I do feel like it has to do with the connection here. So perhaps you had maybe some common goals or some common hobbies. It could be that the minority of you were creating a common project together, but there is some sort of shared interest. It could be as simple as just sharing similar interest and being very, kind of like a very nice mental understanding and being like not a reflection of one another, but something like similar to that. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. Something like a very nice mental connection and understanding. And yet at the same time, it feels like you're thinking, why there's not enough clarity in the situation? Like, how did they really feel? And this card suggests that your intuition might be true. So whatever your intuition might keep telling you about how they feel, with this card, I think, for a majority of you, that indicates that it is trust your intuition, basically. That's kind of how it feels here. Okay. So I was trying to make it a short reading. I succeeded. I'm not sure if that's something you're into. But anyways, in comparison to my previous readings, this came up quite short. And I hope it came up straightforward. So yeah, to summarize it a little bit, they enjoy their time with you. They have some memories, nice memories that you of conversations or situations that you shared together. They're conflicted in terms of their either way environment or inner world or both, because we have a lot of energies ongoing here. They might be focusing on their career, they might be trying to figure out their physical world, their life around them, or they can be just conflicted in terms of their inner feelings for one or another reason, with the storm warning here. Yet they have a very good opinion of you. They might even consider you beautiful. You might consider them attractive. I feel like there is a sort of sense of attraction here with this beauty, but they find you beautiful, either inner or outside or both. I do feel like your intuition, you have been thinking about this here and there, and those here and there, this and that might be true. So trust your intuition, because the dolphins are very intuitive animals in my perception, at least. So trust that. And I do see that you had a very good mental connection, some sort of maybe even common goals, projects, or hobbies. But yeah, that's kind of how it feels about this connection. So hopefully it was helpful. It was a short reading. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what resonated, what didn't. Feel free to watch other videos that are kind of might be connected to this one, because I have a lot of relationship videos these days. And yeah, feel free to subscribe also and like if you like this video. It really helps the channel. Thank you so much for being there for me. Thank you so much for enjoying my videos. That means the world to me. And have a wonderful day. I'll be seeing you around. Bye. Hello, group number 2. If you chose the blue lace agate stone here, then this is a reading about your person that you have in mind, and we're going to try and see what do they really feel like. So this can be about lovers, this can be about your platonic connections, about your family members. We'll see how it goes. I'll try to mention every possible scenario that I can, every message every message that comes through, I'll try to mention it. So let's get started. We're shuffling today, and there is not much to say. We're just shuffling today. Okay, group number 2. What is the true feelings of the person who they're thinking of? This one. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. This on top also comes through. The Tower. All right, okay. And this one. All right, so, what I'm getting here, and the message is quite strong. Also, if you look at the back of the deck, we have the Devil, and on the other side we have the 6 of Swords, which can sometimes talk about just going away from something, just backing off from something, you know, leaving a situation. Okay, so here's what I do see, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be a very happy message, but we'll see more. So for now, I see that there has been some sort of disconnect with this person. For some of you, it could be that you're asking about somebody who you broke up with, because the Tower indicates big, massive changes, sudden. It can indicate breakups too. In a lot of my readings, it comes into more of a practical aspect. But if a relationship that you already started and you have a breakup, it could be also potentially this practical situation that it refers to. Now, the 8 of Cups. So I do feel like the person, either way it's you or the person, and I can't really tell, but I think it's maybe even both of you, but we are asking about the person, so we are gonna go with that. Maybe there was a breakup or a lack of communication. Maybe for others, it could be that you change your location even, because the Tower can also talk about just sudden changes in your environment. But it could be also for a lot of you about breakup, for instance, because that message comes on strong. So it could be a breakup and you cannot get over that person. So it could be some sort of broken communication or a breakup and you cannot get over that. Yet it looks like pretty steady. So the King of Wands is somebody who accepts responsibility, even if it's a burden, and with an element of confidence. Now, basically, when this card comes, it makes me think about decisions that even sometimes are made in a moment of passion, in a fiery moment, basically. But basically are burdening a little bit the King of Wands. Like, this is like a responsibility you have to take. And that, I think, it refers to the Tower. So we have a situation here where there was some sort of misunderstanding, or the relationship didn't work out. Maybe there was like literally a break in the relationship, even, oops, sorry, I just checked the camera. Maybe there was a break in the relationship in terms like, not a breakup, but if you're not dating, if you're asking about a friendship, for instance, it could be that your connection just broke. but you cannot move one another. So I think the person still has feelings lingering, because if this card came up upright, it would be like they're moving on. So they're moving on. The situation here is pretty confident here. They're moving on. The situation didn't work out, and they're accepting this responsibility and moving on. I do feel like physically, practically, they moved on, but feelings wisely, they're still hanging on some memories. So it's not like feelings can disappear after connection is broken. It's not like the feelings can just vanish like that. It's not that simple. So I do feel like emotionally they still have feelings, but just it feels like there was a decision made that made this communication halt, basically, and this decision comes from them. Also another thing could be that they're a fire sign, because I'm getting a lot of fiery energy here, or it could refer to the situation itself. Maybe it was very like fired up situation under which this kind of break in the communication happened, this sort of breakup, but like break in the communication of a sort. It could be also referring to platonic relationships. I don't think family members are much prominent here. It refers here mainly for those who pick this pile, either a romantic relationship, which is very prominent here, or to your platonic connections. There is some sort of decision of just backing off from one another, and yet the feelings are lingering. So if you ask, what the person feels during the situation, there are still emotions left, but they have made a decision to move on of a sort. Now let me get you a couple more cards. Maybe we see a different message, because sometimes the oracle cards can give us a message that we didn't expect to see before. So group number 2, what else can I see about the situation? Oh, this one comes strong. So fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. This is love. This is what, the lingering feelings that I was talking about. Perhaps there are still feelings from their side. They're maybe just the circumstance physically didn't work out. Maybe you just moved to different places because you just had to for one another reason. But this talks to me about the fact, about this Eight of Cups in reverse. And fourth chakra refers to the heart chakra. So it usually refers to feelings, love, to emotions, basically. So emotionally, they haven't moved on fully. So that's, I can tell you for sure. There's still lingering feelings. There's still feelings of love, of a little bit of everything. But since we have an emphasis here, they do feel a little bit of some sort of loving presence there. Maybe from the memories from the past that you lived the good moments. But the feelings are still there. Let me just see. But the decisiveness here, like this decision element here, is quite strong too. So kind of practically they made their mind and moved on, but emotionally they're still kind of lingering. Kind of weird situation here. Okay, let me get you one more card about this connection. This one just pops up. It's the Treasured Island. Now, it could be... Okay, so here's the thing. Because on the back we have the observer and the front we have the community. It could be that you are in a break, for instance, for this person. Official, not official. Maybe they just take their time to observe the situation, basically, before they make any moves. Because with the Treasure Island and the fourth of chakra, it makes me think of something really positive in this case. That either you or the other person thinks of each other like very preciously. At the very least, there was this element in the very beginning of this connection. Like you kind of treasure each other in a certain way. Like there's this precious feelings. But there are just some circumstances around you, most likely in material surroundings or in the physical plane, as physically backing off for one another. It just didn't work out. And it could be that they're taking their time to just observe the situation. So I don't feel like this connection is completely over or there's nothing going to be happening. But I feel like this King of Wands, in terms of this responsibility, if we're linking it now to what message I got extra, it could be that they're taking their time to just observe the situation and kind of feel and see where this is heading towards to. From a practical perspective, in the real life, how it could look like. If you are in a relationship and you're taking a break from one another, this is kind of the situation, how it looks like. In terms of friendship, same message goes around. Maybe you're just not talking that much to one another. It could be for a lot of you physical obstacles, like you're in a different location of a sort. But there are still feelings. I do feel maybe this situation is even more or less recent. Now, the recent part can depend on your perception of the word recent. But yeah. Okay, let me get you one more card and we'll see what else can we say about your connection here, about your person. So what are the feelings of the person group number 2 has in their mind? Well-being. Well-being, and we have the prosperity on one side and the animals on the other. The animals is very misleading. I'm not gonna address it. If you saw my previous readings, it kind of confused me, this card. But the prosperity and the well-being. I don't know. You see, in this case, I do feel like then it could be maybe physical circumstances why this communication kind of halted or doesn't happen, or this relationship that you ask about doesn't resolve in the way that you wanted. The well-being could indicate that maybe they're focused on their career. Maybe there's little physical circumstances that keep you apart. Or it could be that they literally take their time to figure themselves out, because this also, yes, we got prosperity on the back of the deck, but it also can indicate for some of you that this person is just taking, I feel like they're taking their time to just evaluate the situation a little bit. And there's a lot of material energy here happening, so maybe there's just they're trying to figure out their own life. Or they focus on the career, or it could be movement too. I know it's a lot of scenarios, but there's too many of you out there, so. But yeah, in terms of the feelings are still there. I'm not sure into what degree, but as you can see, the feelings are still, they haven't moved on. All right, let me see what else I can see about your person. So group number 2, what else can we see about this connection, about this person? What do they feel like? Oh, I want this one. Overcome any obstacle. Overcome any obstacle. How interesting. Okay, and I'll get you one more. The obstacle makes me think about those cards too, like that I was referring to before. Time to collaborate. Okay. Time to collaborate. Now the collaboration could talk about a different message that I was getting here with the prosperity of a sort. But let's go to it in details one by one. So we have the Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. The Rhino is a very, like, it makes me think of a very, very persistent animal, kind of very pushing forward, very strong, and that makes me associated with the King of Wands too, like this persistence and decisiveness and kind of accepting responsibility. This accepting responsibility could be basically accepting the situation, this kind of like lacking in communication or changing your surroundings or changing your material around surroundings. But overcome any obstacle, I do feel like it refers to this situation here. So something didn't go well, and you know it, and you feel it, or they know it. Something in the physical world didn't go well. Maybe like you literally have this break ongoing. And with the overcome any obstacle, it does give you a glimpse of hope here that things are going to work out. So basically, I do feel like maybe it's a matter of time here, because the first thing that popped up into my eyesight, into my eye, basically, when I shuffle this card is the time. The time. So time and overcome any obstacle. So it's a matter of time. In fact, if you look at it, oh, I got goosebumps. So it is a matter of time. And if you look in these numbers, 5 is about changes. So overcome any obstacle means that there is going to be, maybe this talks about this obstacle here, and it's going to overcome this obstacle. It's going to improve. And time to collaborate with number 1, new beginnings. So it's about time. So I think the situation will change. So how it looks to you in your situation, pile number 2, group number 2, is that there is some sort of break situation ongoing. I'm not quite sure what it has to do with, because there is a lot of every of you is individual, so I would go to in detail, but I want this to resonate for a lot of you that resonated with previous messages. So I'm trying to bring it into more understanding sentence. I would then bring it into the wording break of a sort. They take the time to something. Maybe they're focusing even on career, because collaboration here could also be another thing. The collaboration could refer either way to your very good understanding of one another and kind of like being able to work things together, right? Work on things together. Okay. So overcome any obstacle and work on things together. I think like you see those ants working together, putting puzzle by puzzle. So there is a time apart, I think, or a time that this situation needs to mend. Because in general, I feel like it progresses really positively. There is a change coming, but they need time. They take responsibility to either way kind of reorganize their surroundings, or take time to observe the situation, as we had in the back of the deck that I shuffled you before with the observer. And I think later on, there is a stage, for most of you, there's a stage where you move from this physical obstacle, from this situation that happened, and kind of rework things out, collaborate, and find a compromise, put puzzle by puzzle pieces together to create your perfect situation, basically, whatever that refers to. I hope I was able to address it properly, because I figured here it sounds very abstract, but I hope you can understand what I mean. But yeah, in terms of what they feel, they take the time off, but I do feel like we see here they have feelings. They treasure you, you treasure them. Perhaps it talks about both of you, could be. And they just want to work things out. They're taking some sort of responsibility on their shoulders to work things out or overcome any obstacles. And there is a change happening in the future, a positive change where you can work things out together. It could be also something about work. So for some of you, it could be you're maybe doing a work together, or some sort of like maybe you help them out with your work. Something, an element of work is also involved here. Prosperity, well-being. It could be that they're figuring out as more of a material situation with their surroundings, more of a job situation, maybe something like that. For some of you, could be another message here. But yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully, it was pretty much understandable. I'm trying to be very direct because I received a couple of comments how I'm going all around the reading and not really being too direct or specific. So I tried to be a bit more specific and a bit shorter this time. Hopefully that worked out. Let me know in the comment section below. But that's it for today. And yeah, feel free to subscribe and like if you feel like it, of course. It really helps the channel. It really does. And I'm so grateful for you guys. You're amazing. But I wish you a great day, and I'll be seeing you in my next readings. Bye! Hello, group number 3s. If you chose the orange calcite stone here, then this is a reading about the person and what they're feeling, their true feelings of the person who you had in mind when you clicked this video. So it can be platonic connections, it can be romantic, it can be family. Depends on which pile you chose and depends what comes in this reading. We're gonna address that. So we're shuffling today on camera. Actually, I'm really pleased with myself. I'm being more direct, as some people asked, and I'm being more short this time because I do know that everyone treasures the time and everyone has busy, hectic lives. So we want to hear all those good messages in short and just get our answers as fast as possible. So we're doing that today, hopefully. The previous videos were short, so hopefully this one is also short. Anyways, but specific. Short but specific. Okay, let's get started. So, group number 3. What is group number 3's person feeling about them? True feelings of group number 3's. Okay, today feelings are coming really clear. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. On the back we have the Knight of Cups and the front we have the Lovers. So, what do I see here? Let's address first the cards that we have here. And if you notice, I'm always sometimes mentioning the cards on the back and the front of the deck. That indicates the situation it talks about. So here we don't have much of a romance, but we had like here feelings and the Lovers. So this could talk about the situation around, and this could be the circumstances. So what I'm seeing here, you have a person in mind. Well, that's a surprise, right? You have a person in mind when you click this video, and this person, for a lot of you, could be a person who you met in a work environment or something that has to do with your financial or professional background. It could be also university, and it could be in a hectic environment. So you met this person in a group of friends, or maybe even in social media, something that has to do though with your financial activity or your interests. And you met this person somewhere in a, I'm just predicting the circumstances right now of your meeting, but just bear with me, we'll get to their feelings. And yeah, you met them somewhere in a more professional environment, most likely, or in an environment with a lot of people, with a lot of social life around. It could be also social media for some of you. It could be the social media that would come more with air energy here. But yeah, someone with a lot of people. And I do feel like they showed some interest in first signs, like some sort of hints of their attention and interest when you met them. So I do associate the Six of Pentacles here with that situation where they kind of like showed a little bit of their attention, and you got a little bit of hints that made you think maybe this person is interested in you, if that's romantic connection. For others, it could be just a very nice progression that of a situation where you met this person, as I said before, in a social environment or in a professional environment, or both. It could be also social media, but somewhere where there's a lot of people. It could be a group of friends that you met this person to, and somebody introduced you accidentally there. And they have been showing signs of interest in you in terms of either platonic or romantic, but you've been noticing them and you were thinking and waiting whether that's in your imagination or that's actually the case. So this person, I feel like it's a very rewarding feeling we have here. So this person, how they feel about you, is that they want to make their intentions quite clear. We have a lot of pentacle energy. That makes me think about the practical aspect of the situation, that they want to make their intentions quite clear. They have been working on it a little bit now. I do feel like they find you to be the perfect partner for them. Like wish getting granted here. Like they see you as somebody who like this 10 out of 10, you know, situation. So much of association, not really good association here, but you know what I mean. They look at you like somebody like, wow, I would love to get to know this person more, whether that's platonic or romantic. But if it's romantic, it refers to the fact that this person is really wants to get close to you, really like has this wish to get close to you, because we have the feelings like of wish getting granted next to the more of a pentacle practical energy, where it's kind of the show a little bit, like with this, see even the gesture here, they show a little bit of interest here. So yes, their intentions are to get closer to you one way or another. And the one way or another, for a lot of you most likely, talks about romantic aspects, because we have the lovers on one side and the Knight of Cups on the other. So they want to come forward with their feelings, their romantic most likely feelings, or a very, very, very bonded platonic connection. But yeah, they have intentions already for you. That's what I can see here. And they find you to be this perfect person for them. I do feel that this could also be both ways. You also find them a really nice match, or you find them a really interesting person that you would love to get to know more about. For a lot of you, this could be a recent connection. I don't feel like this is a super, super old connection. It could be. I don't say that it can be like your situations. My loves are very individual. But for a lot of you, I do feel like this person is more or less recent, and take this from your perception of the word recent. Now let's get you a couple more cards and we'll be able to see. Oops, I messed up the cards now. They fell all over the place. But let's see, what else can we see? So group number 3. What else this person feels about you? There's a lot of cards I'm attracted to, and I can't really make my mind which one. The Temple Path. Whenever this comes, it makes me think about step-by-step progress, kind of like intuitive, a natural progression of things. And the number 3 here makes me again think about social circles. It came underneath. So it could be that this meeting happened accidentally. It could be that you're never meant to meet this person. It was not like it was a set up date of a sort, like your friends decided to introduce you to them. Or if they did, they probably didn't tell you, so you didn't have this expectation from the very beginning. But it feels like it was kind of like a lucky twist of events in a social or a very busy circle that it kind of happened. For a lot of you, it could be also a professional environment. For others of you who study in a university, for instance, or school, it could be there that this happens. But it feels like it was kind of coincidentally, nicely, it kind of happened by a natural flow of unfolding events, basically. All right, let me get you one more card. We'll see a bit more. So what does this person feels about you? I want this one. A change in the wind. Okay, and again, number 3. Notice that. So a change in the wind, and it comes right underneath the 6 of Pentacles, where I talked about them showing signs of affection and sense of interest. They want that change. They want to escalate, and just got the goosebumps, so that's a good sign. That means that is very true for a lot of you, hopefully, who were able to click this pile. But they want a change. Their intentions, they will make them clear. They want a change of direction. So with you, basically to get things to the next level. A change in the wind. Number 3, social circle. Again, there might be a lot of communication involved in this. They might text you. You might notice their attention. And you might wonder also like whether that's in your head or not. I don't think it's in your head. So from what we're seeing here, the person really has interest and they want to get to know you more, really more, and escalate things to a different level. So if it's a romantic relationship you're looking into, they want to get that romantic relationship, because as you remember, we had on the back of the deck, of the tarot deck, we had lovers. So this in a lot of cases can indicate a romantic, very bonded connection. In other cases can indicate a very strong platonic connection. In any case, both of the scenarios will work really greatly in this situation, because they'll get you just basically more close to one another, bonded to one another. And definitely a lot of communication and a lot of social circle ongoing here. You might have common friends, I'm thinking. And yeah, 3, 3, 3. A lot of communication happening. They will make their intentions clear. And they really view you as somebody like the desire to have you in their life. Let's get you one more card and see what else can we see about what they're feeling about you. Group number 3. This one. Trust. Okay, so it could be that they're trying to create this trust atmosphere. They try to get close to you, and whether it could be that either way you or them are not really trusting the situation yet. It might be that you're thinking maybe it doesn't unfold it that way. Maybe it's all in your head once again. This situation calls you to have trust and just let go of the situation to progress in the natural flow, because I do feel like the natural flow of events, intuitively how it's going to resolve, it's going to be very once you let your intuition kind of guide you, I feel like it's going to be so easily resolving. Like you won't even have to bother thinking and over analyzing the situation too long, because their intentions are going to be quite clear as time progresses. I think they're trying to get your trust. Now, on the back of the deck, we have the boundaries, and on the other, we have protection. So it could be that either one of you might take some time to get to trust the intentions of the other person, because the protection makes me think of clear intentions of trying to kind of security, the security word comes into my mind when I'm getting this card. And the boundaries could be that maybe you set in some boundaries in terms of the communication with this person. Maybe you're not fully opened up to them, trusting them yet, because you're not sure how they feel. So this situation will call out to have trust, and trust will be built in the progress of this resolution of the situation, and that security will come gradually. I feel like there's a very natural flow of events here. Okay, let's get you more cards. So we're gonna get you one or two more cards, depends. And let's see, group number 3. What does your person? I'll just get this one. There is always enough. There is always enough. And let's get you one more. Spirit has a plan. Talking about spirit, it makes me think about the intuition and natural flow of events, kind of like lucky circumstances, natural unfolding circumstances. That's how this feels like. So next to the trust, and considering what we have said and seen so far, I feel like the situation calls you to just to have trust, and it will unfold naturally. So there is a plan. There is it heads towards somewhere. Things will unfold naturally. So you don't have to even worry about this. Just trust your intuition, my loves, and it will guide you through. But this, there is always enough. It makes me think about a lot of things here. I think you will have plenty of attention from them. You will have plenty of everything, because I put it next to, that's how I'm reading this, where I'm putting the cards, basically, how they pop up. It came next to the 9 of Cups, which makes me think about wishes granted and feeling like very happy and fulfilled in terms of your emotional state. But there is always enough. It makes me think about the fact that you will get a lot of attention. And also, I don't know for some of you how it resonates, but when I get the goldfish here, there is a fairy tale in my country where I come from about a golden fish granting your wishes, and that's kind of perfect when it comes next to the 9 of Cups. Kind of like they're gonna treat you a thing, they're gonna try to spoil you little by little, just about enough not to get you too scared, basically, or intimidate you. They will show their affection, so there's always enough. I feel like there's gonna be enough of affection from, in each situation, they'll try to show a little bit of their intentions and what they want from you. That doesn't sound right. What they want, basically, what they feel about you. So even if you're in this reading and asking about this person, I do feel like you will know this by yourself as well, because they will be making their intentions one by one quite clear, and there is like such a natural progression here. The energy just flowing naturally, like lucky circumstances, like just flowing in towards the positive direction. This looks like a positive direction. And yeah, there's always enough, like wishes getting granted. They might actually get you to spoil you a little bit. And you'll feel, I think, also quite comfortable around them, because they will try to get your attention, to try to make you feel comfortable. It could be coming also from both sides. It could be also about you too here. But yeah, that's what I see for you, group number 3s. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I tried to make it as requested, as specific as possible, and short too, because we're busy people, we all have our own lives, and we want to know all the good stuff, and just move on. So yeah, that was it. Hope you were able to resonate. Let me know in the comment section below what resonated, what didn't. Feel free to come later also and see how this evolved into your situation. That's also a lot of fun to read that. But yeah, feel free also to subscribe and like. That really helps the channel, motivates me to make more content. But for today, that is it. I'll be waiting for you in my next videos. Have a wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you. Bye! Hello, group number 4s. If you chose this beautiful green aventurine stone here, then this is your reading about your person that you had in mind when you clicked this video. Platonic, romantic connection, or family member. Whatever pops up in the reading, we're gonna address it. And yeah, I'm gonna try to be short and specific because my previous readings were really long and some of you didn't like that. You also asked to be more specific, so we'll work on that. And today is specific, short, for all the busy of us out there. So hopefully you enjoy that. Okay, we're shuffling camera and we're gonna start with your tarot cards. So, group number 4. What are the true feelings of the person you have in mind? This one, right away. Okay, we have the 6 of Cups. This one. We have the 10 of Wands. And we have the Hanged Man. Okay. On the back of the deck, we have the 10 of the 10 of Pentacles, and in the front we have the 4 of Pentacles. So some sort of situation doesn't move right now. It feels like there is a halt in action. So there is a halt in action, and that's what the Hanged Man talks about, and the 4 of Pentacles too. The 4 of Pentacles also refers to the 10 of Wands here as well. So in my readings, usually I'm looking in the back and the front of the deck, and that kind of tells me the overall idea of where this message is heading towards to. And we had similar messages about waiting and some sort of burden or attachment. This also talks about attachments in my readings. So here's the thing. There is a person that you have a past with. You have a past with this person. You have some sort of past, recent, long past. It doesn't matter. Take it as it resonates, but you have some sort of past with this person. There's feelings involved. There is emotions of memories involved with this person. And this person, you have been trying, you either treasure them too much, you cannot let go. Maybe you feel some sort of pull towards them. Maybe you feel some sort of connection towards them that you couldn't explain. Or they're feeling this. We're looking right now, I do feel like you're mirroring, by the way, each other, because I started talking about how you feel. So it could be for some of you, this person is very similar in terms of your communication, like you bond really well and you notice that you kind of mirror each other quite well. Like there's complementary energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case with your situation. But how this person feels, I do feel like they're very attached to you. They feel attached to you, but at the same time, they feel like this connection with you will burden them up in some way. So maybe they're somebody who treasure their freedom a lot, or maybe they're just afraid of commitment. This could be also that case. They just feel like they cannot let go of you. They have this wonderful memories. They have this wonderful treasuring impression of you, but it's just they need to figure themselves out. I think maybe they were hurt before, or they had some sort of back in the days, like some sort of bad experiences in romance, that they were hurt by somebody. It could be that they're just afraid to commit right now, or there are some circumstances that don't allow them to commit right now. But yet they cannot let go of you. They cannot let go of you. They're just so attached to the memories and the nice moments that you spent together. They might even be thinking eventually, occasionally, about the moments that you spent together, the nice and positive things that happened between you two. They might be like, I even see this picture here, that they think about the past memories with you, and they kind of like smile because they find you adorable, or they find the situation funny, or one or another, and they feel attached to the situation, but it also burdens them in a bit. It means that it could be that they really are not ready for commitment, or they were hurt before, or it just needs time, because the Hanged Man is about time. So what it makes me think here is that this situation requires time and a change of perspective. So a change of perspective could be them actually making their mind to start committing or opening up. For some of you, it could be this person, you might have felt that they don't open up fully. So you might feel like you have not figured them out fully. They might have come up as like very nice, like you see there's a connection, but at the same time you don't. It's a very weird situation where you maybe even expected more than you get from them. And in this case, I do feel it's a matter of time and a perspective from their point of a situation. I don't think this connection will be ongoing. This connection will last. They cannot let go of you. But, and by the way, I keep on mentioning these scenarios which directly link you to romantic love. So for a lot of you, it could be about romantic love. Others, it could be also platonic connections, strong friendship connection, or even a strong connection within a strong friendship connection within a romantic connection that it refers to right now. Because the friendship aspect is also resonating here a lot. But yeah, that situation requires time, that's for sure, and a change of perspective from this side. All right, let me get you a few more cards and we'll see. I'm just thinking which cards to get you. Okay, we're gonna go with an energy oracle cards, and we're gonna see about this. Oh no, there was one. Fine, we'll find it again. The 7th chakra. Okay. On the back we have the 4th chakra, the heart, and then the woman holding the heart. So here's the thing, they know what you're feeling about them. So if you're a woman, a man, doesn't matter actually, because I was a little bit biased by this image. If you have feelings for them, romantic feelings, they know about them, or they at the very least understand them. They know about them, they know about this connection. So the 7th chakra is a card that usually comes to me as a feeling of understanding in a situation too. But I feel like that also refers to you as they really love those memories. They really like feel uplifted by those memories. You're like this sunshine in their life, like something different from their usual life, you know? And the 7th chakra makes me think that it's like, I don't know, it's just a feeling that they want to change the situation, but it's just, they need time. I think this just needs time. We saw it also in the back of the deck with the 4 of Pentacles, which can also indicate being kind of stuck into what you have and holding to what you have, not being able to kind of like see the progress just yet. But yeah, let me add you more cards. We'll see a bit more. So what else can we see about the situation? About your feelings. Round and round. You know this person, my loves. You know this person. Also in the back we have no place like home and milk and honey. No place like home. It could be that you have spent some time in their home, maybe. It could talk about a lot of scenarios. It could be maybe that person was away from some time and then you kind of reconnect. That's for the minority of you. So the home card comes up in those moments. For others, it could be that because I'm looking at the back here of the deck and it has the home, so it makes me think about, oh, it has a very similar message here. Do you see this imagery here? It's very similar. It's basically the same. You know them. You know this person, and from a home place. So either way, a location is a similar location we used to live at. Maybe a childhood friend, teenage friend. For a lot of you, it could be a connection that has a really long past, but you know them from some sort of home settlement, from somewhere where you felt at home at some point, you know what I mean? And the round and round talks usually about a repeating pattern, a situation repeating, and in terms of connections, it talks about a connection that is somebody who you know. It's a connection that you're familiar with. It's a connection with a person who you know. In reverse whatsoever, it makes me think that this kind of, because that comes underneath the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands we talked with you about, that it talks about the fact that they cannot let go of you, like there's a connection ongoing, but they cannot also kind of commit yet. So I feel like with the round and round in reverse, with time, they will make up their mind. Because it's in reverse, so patterns will break. So this kind of like, an ongoing loop that wasn't finishing up, it will come to an end. And I do feel like the end is going to be a positive resolution. We'll see it a bit further because I expect underneath this card, in here I'm putting really high expectations for this row, but I do expect this to show us what it's going to be afterwards, as the previous piles did. So yeah, definitely they treasure you, they have like this rosy memories about you, they feel this connection too, so if you feel pulled towards them, they feel that too, but there is an element that they just don't want to commit, or they feel hurt, or they cannot open up fully to you for whatever reason. It could be with a home card for a minority of you, could be circumstances where you live in different areas. For others, it could be just that they're afraid to commit in general, or they just need some time and change of perspective in the situation that they're involved in right now. Okay, let me get you now one more card and see a little bit what else. What does this person think and feel about you? So what does this person think about you? Answers. Okay, yeah, told you. We usually would get this underneath the Hanged Man. Answers will be coming. So on the back we have beauty and we have passion. All right, so here's the thing. They find you attractive. They do feel this pull, and the passion, they will show their passion. They also might be feeling it already, but they just try to really, really suppress it. I do feel like it. Underneath the Hanged Man, we have the answers. So with time, the answers will come. You will understand a lot. So as I said, this loophole of a sort of not understanding the person, of like kind of having a connection but not really having it of a sort, it will end, and you will get your answers. And as we saw here, there is a passion here. This was like on the back of the deck, or on the front. Anyways, there is a passion here. So there is a resolution. You will know the answers soon. They will figure their mind out, but they just need time to figure their own mind out. It just feels maybe they were even single for too long, or maybe others could be that they were single for a long time. Others, it could be that they really got hurt before, or others, it could be that they just don't want a relationship right now, a romantic one, but yet they feel pulled towards you. So it could be a little bit of everything basically too. Okay, let's get you a couple more cards and see what else about their feelings we can see. And I just pulled towards this. You see clearly now. See, I told you. The progression, as far as it's been in the previous piles, it goes like in this direction. So this is after. You see clearly now. So 2 messages pop up. I'm going to get you one more card, but we're going to talk about this right away. Number 7, it always associates to me with lucky changes, lucky numbers. So what you've been wishing or hoping for, it might come true. You see clearly now. The answers over time, over the change of their perspective will come. And most likely those answers will come during nighttime. It all makes me think about nighttime. Also, the way this O looks like, it has a crown on top. It has a crown on top. So I just decided to repeat the same phrase twice. I don't know why. Anyway, it's like a broken record. But that makes me think that the outcome is going to be very rewarding, like very royalty feeling like, but like very rich of a sort, very nice. You will feel like on top of your game basically. And we have the crown twice. And also this is number 5 with changes. So I do feel like a situation obviously changes with time and change of their own perspective. You will get answers, and there will be positive answers that you feel. It will be crystal clear. You won't be confused anymore. None of you will. But as of now, they need to decide that they want to commit. They need to decide that they want to accept this relationship. They need to decide that they want to pursue this. But they feel the connection. I do feel like they feel attached in a certain level. And definitely the memories, as I said before, the memories are there. Like, I feel like they're smiling in some of the memories. When they think of you, you like brighten up occasionally some of their, you brighten up their day basically. You bring a smile to the face with some of the memories. Okay, last but not least, we're going to get you one more card about how they feel. And we're going to get you this one. Magic works through you. Again, the number 7. So this can be prominent for some of you guys. It might be that maybe this is a significant date. Maybe it's a significant date when you met, when you reconnected. It could be their birthday, perhaps. Take it as resonates. It could be also the month that things progress. So right now we have June. It could be July. Just for a minority of you, it could be something that has relation to these numbers. So magic works through you. It feels like, in this case, it gives me an idea of manifestation here. Every time I'm looking at this card, it gives me an idea of manifestation. So again, something that you were hoping this relationship would work out as, it will work out in this way. So it kind of also depends on how you will respond to the situation and how you will show initiative. I wouldn't say initiative, but like, magic works through you. You could also talk about feelings, like working through inside. But I do feel a manifestation, because when this card comes through, there is a manifestation energy I'm getting on here. So something you were hoping for, because I think I did mention something that you were hoping for, you might come to that. The resolution is nice, but I do feel like it will take some time. Because the Hanged Man was here prominent, and there is a small conflicting situation inside that person. But magic works through you, and you see clearly now. You will get the answers. You will see where this is heading towards to. You will know the answers. And it kind of feels like it'll resolve as you wish it to be, basically, because of the magic works through you. Let me get you one more card just to see, because I don't know why I want more clarity. Wait, this one on top. Open to infinite possibilities. All right. It could be that this relationship will evolve in a situation that you didn't expect it to evolve at. Or it could be that, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time reading those 2 messages though. It could be also the reason behind the fact that this will take a little bit of time to resolve. But open to infinite possibilities, and magic works through you. I feel like this situation will resolve, but it resolved in a really interesting situation. It feels like this is just an unexpected change coming in through. So maybe the answers you receive it in a time when you didn't have any expectations of them anymore. Maybe this talks about the fact that, you know, what you manifested before, what you wanted to happen before, it kind of comes into the action where you didn't really expect it anymore. Because this also makes it into a 5. So some change in the moment when you didn't expect it anymore, or in the very least, not at the moment where you were really heated up about it and you really expected and wanted it. So over some time, maybe when you cool down a little bit, or the situation kind of like feels like or maybe even after you give up to the situation, it kind of resolves in a positive direction. You get the answers finally. It can sometimes happen when we wait for the person to respond, when we wait for a response from a person. Sometimes it takes time to come to that point, and throughout the time we cool down a little bit and we kind of move out of the situation just to preserve our own mental and emotional well-being. And I think in those unexpected times, those answers might be coming at a point of time when you're a little bit on a more of a chill vibe, I guess. Yeah, hope that makes sense. I was a little bit conflicted with the last 2 cards. I don't know why the messages were not as clear as with the rest. Maybe you can also have a look. Maybe they're speaking up to you in a different ways as well. But yeah, maybe there's some personal ideas that you get from those 2 cards. All right, but that was it for the day. It was shorter than previous readings. I tried my best. I tried my best to be actually very precise in this situation too, because some of you guys requested me to be more short and precise, and that's what we're doing today, hopefully. Hopefully it was more satisfying than my long videos before. But yeah, that's it. I hope to see you in my next videos. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment if you feel like it, of course. That really motivates me, helps me create more content for you. But yeah, wish you a great day, and I'll be seeing you in my next readings. Bye!